Is this a suicide?
My best friend.
Your best friend. You kept a secret for him. And he said, because you're such a trustworthy guy and you kept all his secrets. Did you yell at him at his grave or at his, you did, right? He says, he's showing me you yelling about it. You were right. He says, I was stupid. All those things you said about him at my grave, he was right there beside you and he just couldn't take it anymore.
Because of the show today, I've forgiven him. I didn't think before that I was going to be able to, but now, after that reading, I can forgive him.
Traditional mediumship is not what I do. I take it past that. I'm like, what's the story now? Where have you been indentured to your past? I have a daughter who's looking for her mom in the audience.
She died when she was 14.
She's showing me 7.
Yeah, it was about almost 7 years ago.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. Yeah, and I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
She's showing me that it wasn't supposed to happen.
She was murdered.
She's telling me she couldn't breathe.
Yes.
She didn't die from the stab wound. She died from the cold. Yeah, she died. That's what she died from, going to sleep. I believe that the real message she was saying is that she didn't feel the kind of pain you thought she felt. And she is sorry that you've carried on with the pain.
A child dies, a parent tends to absorb the blame. But I felt particularly strongly that I hadn't kept her safe, and maybe that's because of my job or just because of being a parent. It's probably a combination of the two. So it was very hard for me in the beginning, but I've sort of turned it around, and so that I can help other people now who are going through the same thing, and I think that strength comes from Stephanie herself.
When my ability kicked in, it was after I was gang raped when I was 19. So even though that was a horrible experience, my worst day of my life became the best day of my life because it actually enables me to do this. Who's Harry? Harry or Harold?
He had a friend, Harry, that he played cards with
all the time at the house?
Oh. Yeah.
Are you her younger sister?
Yes.
Yes. Did he try to abuse you, Harry?
Yes, he did.
Okay, so he wants to apologize for that, and he's I'm so sorry. He's showing me the pictures, and and nobody believed you, and everybody just made jokes about him being crazy, etc. And your dad didn't protect you, and it's your dad saying he is so sorry. And Harry is not crazy on the other side now, but he was like a pedophile. I really feel that it's a consciousness and it's an essence, and that the person who's crossed over has actually crossed over into a greater collective. Your mom was very cold towards you. She wants to acknowledge how proud she is that you did not turn out like her. She wants to apologize for trying to force you to be unfeeling when you were little. And she criticized and she ridiculed you when you cried. And that even in death, she could not share with you how much she really loved you. An oracle is a truth teller and connects to more than mediumship. So I can go back and forth between, bringing in a message from someone's deceased parent, but then be able to talk to them about all the experiences that they had afterwards, which is the gift of intuitive counseling that I bring to the table. I am getting a series that you're sitting on, a series of books and teaching.
Yes.
Okay, good. Do it. It's like you have a zillion ideas and you don't quite finish all of them. You have to know that you have something to offer the public. There are times when it would be an intrusion, even though they've come to a television show, whatever. Most people don't realize that I'm going to go to some extremely personal moments. Did you have another child?
No.
Is there one missing?
No.
I feel like there was one missing in a family, a missing child.
I guess this is as good a time as any, yes.
It means something to you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Because this is important that you need to forgive yourself. You can never blame yourself for that. That was the right choice. But, sometimes there are certain things that still feel shameful for these people, and they're reserved enough that they don't want certain pieces of information and I have to honor that. I really have to accept that their look in their eye or whatever is like, I really shouldn't go there. I get it. You don't look like the type to punch somebody, or did he punch somebody? Somebody punched somebody, like punching on the...
He died just before I turned 4.
So who was the punch? Oh, that's why he's taking responsibility. I see. Oh, okay, wait. I get it. We can't talk about that. You understand what I'm talking about, right? I understand. Yes. I see. I understand the whole story now. Okay. So many people came through the way they did with such healing for the people in the audience. Like, I really felt like I wasn't almost a part of it, that I was just kind of like the delivery girl. So just witnessing what was happening was an astounding experience for me, and I didn't want to finish it. I mean, I wanted to keep going. One of you is still not finished with another relationship. Is this correct, or are you one of you?
There is a. My ex isn't finished, but I'm finished.
I keep picking up coming over, like there's ocean. What does this mean to you about?
I spread her ashes.
On the ocean. And she said you almost dropped the ashes. Did you almost drop them?
A couple times.
You know, there are people that don't understand this, and many of us don't. You know, certainly, you know, our religious upbringings can bring us into prejudice or without understanding why we feel that prejudice against this idea that we can actually connect to spirit without the intermediary of a priest or, you know, all the different constructs of religion. I'm humbled by this, and I am such a believer that this is why I'm on this planet and why I got a second chance at life. Doing this show consistently has changed my life forever. You can't withhold healing from people when you can do it.